The city of Kutná Hora, a quaint village in the Bohemia district of the Czech Republic. Once bristling with silver mines, the village is now known to be home to one of the most bizarre churches on Earth. This is the Macabre tourist. The Sedlec Ossuary, located in the Church of All Saints, is home to the remains of some 40,000 to 70,000 people. In 1278, Abbot Henry, the head of the monastery at Sedlec, was sent by King Ottokar II on a diplomatic mission to the Holy Land. When he returned from Jerusalem with a handful of earth from Golgotha, he sprinkled the earth over the cemetery and blessed it, making it a unique burial site. With this pious act, word spread throughout Central Europe, and the ground soon became overcrowded. When the Black Plague arrived in 1318, some 30,000 people were buried during this period alone, often creating a wait list for the dead to be buried in the consecrated earth. The cemetery at this time was not the peaceful, final resting place we think of today. Rather, it consisted of open pits that could contain over 1,000 people. As corpses decomposed, their bones were often exhumed and piled up to make room for the newly deceased. In 1400, a Gothic-style church was built to house the bones of the dead. A century later, around 1511, a half-blind monk was tasked with arranging the bones. His solution was to create freestanding pyramids, which remain intact without the aid of any support holding them together. In the early 18th century, Italian architect Santini Acel renovated the ossuary in his signature Baroque Gothic style. Santini placed crowns atop the pyramids and also made 4 candelabras with the skulls and bones overlooked by cherubs that adorn the top. These candelabra reflect the design of the pyramids of bone throughout the rest of the ossuary. But it was not until 1870 that master woodworker Franciszek Rindt was contracted to arrange the bones into their current state. The ossuary was now owned by the Schwarzenbergs, a noble family who purchased the property after the monastery was demolished. Rindt was given free rein to arrange the bones as he wished. From the intricately carved coat of arms of the Schwarzenbergs to the garlands of skulls and bones draped throughout the chapel, he literally decorated the interior with the bones and created macabre arrangements. Perhaps the most striking feature hanging in the main chapel is the chandelier, constructed using every bone in the human body. Not to be forgotten, Rindt created his own signature near the entrance, also rendered in bone. Sedlec Ossuary hosts thousands of fascinated tourists each year. Many see the haunting beauty, staring into the eyes of those who lived centuries before. Whatever your opinion of how the bones are on display, ultimately these people lived in a time when they knew their bones would likely be moved again and again. They wished to be closer to God on consecrated ground. Great care has been given in making sure that these people stayed within the confines of Sedlec, celebrating the pious act of Abbot Henry so long ago. Until next time, memento mori.